Hi, I'm Leanne and welcome to my Small Batch Big Taste Kitchen. Today we are making angel food cake for two. We're going to use these cute little mini loaf pans to create two little loaves of angel food cake. Now, one of my favorite things to do here in my Small Batch Kitchen is to take our family's favorite recipes and reduce them down to feed two people so that Jim and I can continue to enjoy those favorite recipes when it's just the two of us at home. Now, growing up, my birthday cake of choice was always angel food cake. Now, of course, my mom used the angel food cake mix, came in the box, and would top it with a buttercream frosting. I still remember the year she frosted it with purple frosting. It was so pretty. So for our angel food cake, we're going to start with those 3 egg whites. Now, you don't want to use those egg whites that come in a carton at the grocery store. You want to crack your eggs and separate out your yolk and your whites and use 3 egg whites. Save those egg yolks. Make some lemon curd. So yummy. And we are going to use a stand mixer. You could totally just use a glass or metal bowl with a hand mixer. We're going to use our whisk attachment on our stand mixer. Go ahead and add our egg whites in. We're also going to add in 1½ teaspoons of white vinegar. Now what this vinegar does, it acts as a stabilizer for our egg whites as we beat them and they fluff up. It helps them to maintain their shape. And but you can also substitute the vinegar with 1½ teaspoons of lemon juice, or you could use 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. We're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. We're going to go ahead and mix this together till it's foamy. It takes about maybe 2 to 3 minutes for it to get nice and foamy. And then we're going to take 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar and we're going to add those in gradually. And we're going to start with it running at a medium speed and just add in 1 tablespoon at a time. Let that get fully incorporated and then we'll add in another tablespoon. We do it slow like this so that by dumping the sugar in all at one time, that weight of it can deflate the fluffiness of that we've created. And we don't want to do that, okay? We want this nice and light and fluffy, kind of like when we made those mini pavlovas up there, how we make a meringue for that. All right, you're gonna do this just until a nice soft peak forms. You can kind of see how that looks. You're not gonna have a stiff peak like we do with the meringue. It's gonna be a little bit softer, so it's gonna droop over more. That's what you want. And then we're gonna take a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and we need 2 more tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna add in with that flour. And we're just gonna mix that together. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and take it out of remove the whisk, take it out, and we are gonna take that flour, sugar mixture we just mixed together, and we're gonna take a spatula, okay? And then what we're gonna do is fold this in to the egg white mixture. Now when we fold, we don't wanna stir, we wanna fold and kind of be gentle because we don't wanna deflate those egg whites we just whipped up. So when I say fold, it means I kind of like go around and then through the middle. Go around and then through the middle. Just gently kind of turning over and incorporating. You want to do it till you don't see any more dry flour. Right, the next step is then we're going to take that batter and we're going to put it into our little mini loaf pans. I'll link to these down below so that you can know which ones I used. And also remember, do not grease them. We want the cake to stick to the bottom and the sides when it is baking. Because if you've ever made an angel food cake before, you know that when you cool it, you turn it upside down, and we don't want that cake falling out when it is cooling. So I've divided these, I just eyeballed it. You can totally use a kitchen scale if you want to be exact to get the same amount in each pan. And then I like to use, hold on, an offset spatula just to kind of smooth the top to get it nice and smooth. Then we're going to put them into a 325-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 20 minutes until they get nice and lightly golden brown, until they get nice and lightly brown on top. Trick and tip for getting them in and out of the oven easily is just put them on a baking sheet. Makes it so much easier. You can tell your cake is done when it's nice and golden brown on the top and the cake springs back when you touch it on top. After you remove your cake from the oven, we're gonna let it cool. And I like to take for each pan, you'll need 2 cans. I just use short little ones, but they need to be the same size. And I just flip it over space it so that that end of the pan balances right on top. And that is how we are going to let our angel food cake cool for an hour, okay? Let it cool for that full hour. This is one of those cakes where you don't need to eat it or want to eat it warm. We want it to totally cool so that it will easily release from the pan. All right, here we have it. 2 tiny, perfect little angel food cakes. Now you get to decide how you want to enjoy this angel food cake. You could add some buttercream frosting to it. You could add some ice cream, some whipped cream, fresh berries. Hope you love this angel food cake. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite way is to eat angel food cake.